Have you ever wished you could truly understand what someone is thinking? Imagine being able to connect with people on a deeper level, read the unspoken cues, and become the master of understanding others. Today, we're diving deep into 3 powerful techniques to help you read anyone's mind effortlessly. This isn't about magic or psychic powers, it's about focus, mindfulness, and unlocking the subtle signals that are all around us. Stay with me, because by the end of this journey, you'll see the world and people in it in a whole new way. Let's get started. Before we explore the techniques, I want to share a powerful Buddhist story with you. This story isn't just a tale, it's a lesson that can transform how you see the world and your interactions within it. Once upon a time, in a small village nestled deep within a forest, there lived 2 brothers. The elder brother was blind, yet he possessed a wisdom and clarity that amazed everyone. The younger brother, a hard-working farmer, relied on his elder sibling for guidance. Despite his blindness, the elder brother had an uncanny ability to sense the world around him. One day, as the younger brother tended to their fields, the elder suddenly called out, "Stop! A deer is approaching from the south." Surprised and skeptical, the younger brother laughed. But moments later, a deer indeed appeared. Awestruck, the farmer asked, "How did you know?" The elder brother replied with a calm smile, "When you lose one sense, others grow stronger. But more than that, it's the silence in my mind that lets me hear what others cannot." This wasn't a one-time occurrence. Time and again, the elder brother's awareness saved their crops from intruding animals. He knew when danger was near, not through sight, but by listening deeply to the world around him. His secret was simple: mindfulness. By being fully present, he tapped into a level of perception that many of us overlook. The elder brother's remarkable abilities soon became the talk of the village, and eventually word reached the king. Intrigued and skeptical, the king decided to test this mysterious man. Accompanied by his royal entourage, the king arrived at the brother's humble home. Standing before the blind brother, the king issued his challenge. "If you truly have this extraordinary skill, tell me what animal is grazing in my royal gardens." The crowd fell silent, their eyes fixed on the blind man. Closing his eyes, not that he needed to, the elder brother listened intently. After a moment he said, "It is a deer, your majesty, a pregnant doe." The king's skepticism turned to astonishment as a servant confirmed the truth. How did the blind brother know? He explained, "The rhythm of her steps is lighter, her movements more cautious. It's the sound of life being protected." The crowd erupted in applause, but the king wasn't done yet. Impressed but still doubtful, the king devised a more personal test. He brought his queen before the blind brother and said, "Let's see if you can uncover the truth about her." The blind brother asked to hold her hand, just for a moment. Hesitant but curious, the queen extended her hand. The blind brother's touch was gentle but deliberate. As he held her hand, he said, "Your Highness, your heart carries a heavy burden. You fear a truth being revealed, yet it's your silence that speaks louder than words." The queen's face turned pale, her body stiffened, and the court gasped. The blind brother's insight wasn't magic, it was mindfulness. He had observed her breathing quicken, felt the slight tremor in her fingers, and sensed the tension in her presence. He saw beyond words into the emotions that she tried to conceal. For the final test, the blind brother turned to the king himself. With a calm demeanor, he said, "Your Majesty, you are your father's son, but your soul carries the shadow of a merchant." Puzzled, the king asked for an explanation. The blind brother replied, "Your actions reflect generosity, but your hesitation in words shows a cautious nature, one influenced by someone who valued wealth over relationships." The king was silent, his mind racing. He realized the truth in those words. His childhood mentor had been a merchant, one who shaped his thinking more than he'd admitted. The blind brother had seen into the king's heart, not with sight, but with insight. This story teaches us that true understanding comes from focus and awareness. The blind brother's ability wasn't supernatural, it was mindfulness. By being present and attuned, he perceived what others overlooked. Now, let's explore the 3 techniques that can help you cultivate this ability in your own life. The first technique is observing the eyes. They say the eyes are the windows to the soul, and for good reason. When someone avoids your gaze, they might be hiding something or feeling vulnerable. Notice the direction of their gaze. Is it Are they looking up as if recalling a memory? Or down, perhaps feeling shame or doubt? Pupil size is another clue. Dilated pupils often indicate excitement or interest. By paying attention to these subtle cues, you can begin to understand the unspoken. Next, let's talk about facial expressions. Our faces are incredibly expressive, even when we try to hide it. A fleeting smile might reveal hidden joy, while a furrowed brow can signal concern or confusion. Learning to read micro-expressions, the tiny, involuntary changes in someone's face, is like unlocking a secret code to their emotions. Imagine the empathy and connection you can build when you truly understand how someone feels. Finally, body language is a powerful communicator. Notice how someone sits or stands. Are their arms crossed? They might be feeling defensive. Leaning forward? That's often a sign of interest and engagement. Even small movements like tapping a foot or fidgeting can reveal someone's inner state. By becoming mindful of these gestures, you gain a deeper understanding of others. The secret to mastering these techniques lies in mindfulness. Train your mind to stay present. Quiet the noise within, and the world will reveal its secrets. This isn't just about reading others, it's about connecting, empathizing, and growing. Remember, these skills aren't about control, they're about understanding. By practicing mindfulness, you enrich your relationships and deepen your self-awareness. So, take the first step today. Observe, listen, and be present. Let me know in the comments which technique resonates with you most. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights into personal growth and mindfulness. Until next time, stay mindful and stay connected.